I'm with Steve Pennaz. So many things to talk about here. Tackle organization has come a long, long ways. We're going to talk about it coming up. Let's get loaded. All right, Steve, I have not been able to force myself to buy some of these newer tackle organization systems out there.
Yeah.
There's some that are like, at the name of it, I'm like, no, no, no. And honestly, so I've seen like through social media more and more happening with Plano. I've been seeing what you guys have been doing with tackle organization, and I'm very, very excited about this Edge system. Tell me what you're doing.
Well, the Edge system was interesting because I remember a couple years ago at ICAST, Plano actually brought everybody in, guys like Kevin Van Dam and just a whole group of anglers, and said, what are the biggest problems that you're having with tackle? Storage type of thing. Said, we're looking for customization, we were looking for water control, we were looking for visibility, ease of storage, and really we designed about 8 or 10 different boxes over a period of 2 years. So Edge series, this is the latest version, comes in 10 different sizes right now. But what it does is it's got a clear top, it's got one-handed handle in terms of opening. The actual units themselves are pre-cut dividers. A lot of people don't like the cutting the dividers. They're custom fit in here. It's a waterproof box that actually has the dry lock storage system around it and customizable things. But what's nice about it is once it's closed, you can shake and turn and put everything down here.
And how many times has that happened with the old systems, you know, of tackle storage, and the lures are going over into the hooks, are going over into the other?
You know, the beads, the split rings, and all the different things, and you'll see we have no tackle migration through here. So you've got a super clear box, super tough, and it comes in, 10 different models.
Yeah, so what I really like about this, you can see it right here, you can make these compartments is small. I mean, that is super small. You know, they're very, very customizable. And I was telling you this earlier, Steve, one of the things that's always kind of worried me when you put a gasket, a rubber gasket around, is that you're locking in this moisture. But this is different in that the whole plastic, not just the little trays here, all of the plastic has that rust, what's it called?
Restrictor. So there's actually a VCI that prevents rust. The other thing is there's a thing here called the water wick system that actually absorbs the moisture. So one of the challenges, I don't care if you're towing your fish house across the lake, you're going to have that snow and things piling up around it. So the O-ring is going to keep it out initially, but if you're putting wet lures away or you do get snow in there during the course of the day, you've got 2 ways to control that and not lose your lures to rust.
So as walleye fishermen, serious bass fishermen, we want like dedicated tackle trays to whatever lures that we're using. So talk a little bit about that, what the Plano Edge system offers.
Well, the Edge system, one of my favorites is actually the new jig box. You know, one of the things that we used to do is just stick the jigs in the box, but here for your bass jigs, you stick the head or your bladed jigs, some of the rattle baits. You throw them in here, your skirts lay here, the heads sit here, and look at all the jigs you can store in here. So now you organize by size, by color, and you can find them quickly and easily, and they're very secure and very protected in the Edge box.
And the other thing too, this is a beefy setup. This is not, cheap at all. This is a real well-made setup you have here. And the other thing too, that when I first saw this, I thought this is very interesting. I've never seen any kind of system like this to organize crankbaits. So this is this right here, right? This is your crankbait.
Yeah. So one of the things on crankbaits is everybody always sticks about 10 crankbaits, and it's each component, and then you try to get them out, and your paint gets beat up, your hooks get dull. So you can see these are actually soft, and you insert the crankbaits in the side so they hold steady, they're not tangled up, and you protect the paint. You know, when the first designs came out, you look at it, you go, how's that going to work? But once you actually put it in practice, it's pretty awesome.
I'm not just excited because, you know, this is a new product or something. This is like the real deal. I mean, I've had Plano stuff, it's great stuff, but to see this much energy put into tackle storage is really exciting. It's not a gimmick. I've been around this planet long enough to know, and in fishing, that this is the real deal. So, Steve, appreciate you talking to me about this setup. And if you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to Angling Uploaded. Appreciate you watching.